Hey everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator. It is a overcast September morning, but more importantly, it is the start of planting season. We have a whole lot of stuff to get in the ground, so let's get started. All of our productions are doing their things. It looks like we've just got our very first fabric bolt, which is awesome. All the tractors are being put over here neat and tidy. I use the washer to clean them up. I'm going to grab the big New Holland here because we are going to have fun with our big seeder. I don't think I'm going to need the weight, so I'm just going to dump that there. And let's get out into the fields. I think, if I remember right, this does have some seed in it and some liquid fertilizer. Actually, no, it doesn't have a fertilizer thing, so it's just got a seed in it. That's fine, we can always do the fertilization separately. There should be some seed sticking around here. There we go. There is... okay, there's a little bit. We'll see how far we can get with that. At worst, we'll run to the shop. Let's have a look at the calendar and work out what we're doing. So barley, canola, also radish, which is a cover crop, we don't want that. Grass, we don't want that. And wheat. So yeah, wheat, canola and barley are all up for grabs. Let's start with the barley, I guess, because it's this way. And it also happens to be what's selected in the menus. Oh, that's really, really heavy and wants to push me around. We've got 19 grand in the bank. We haven't sold our wood for the day yet, so what the plan is to actually get the seeding going. We'll obviously also get the fertilization done at the same time, and then we'll try to sell some of our goods, and hopefully we can get up to above 36 grand, and then we'll get another production down and get a bit more profitability going. Let's drop that down. And you know what? I haven't done much seeding yet, so I'm going to have fun with a quick little time lapse to start here. And we will, get this in the ground and then go have some fun making some cash. It looks like it's just going to be a little bit too narrow to get a stripe done, so I'll just go way over. If I was perfect going up and down, I think I could have fit across the field perfectly, but I was giving myself maybe a foot of leeway sometimes. Didn't take too long. It took about 13 real minutes. Looking at the clock of the game, we have moved along. We started at 8 AM. It's already 9. I think we should be able to get all the fields done before it gets dark. I would like to get everything in the ground. Even though barley and wheat could go into next month, it means that it won't be ready sooner in the earlier month. So I would prefer them both to be done now. Yeah, it's gone okay. I think we've used about 600 litres of seed, I want to say. So we should be able to get at least the next field done. That's going to be that field over there, that brown one over there. We'll make that one wheat. So this was barley last year, and I think we'll make this barley every single year. And that one over there was a joining of 3 fields, and I think I'll do them all as wheat. I do want to have a fair bit of wheat and barley in the world. It's always a good commodity to have. But we will have to move on to some of the weird stuff like spinaches and the root crops and all that stuff sooner than later. Potatoes is a good choice. I wouldn't mind that field there in front of us being a potato field. I think that's starting to get to the point where it helps cover the cost of the potato harvester. Actually, the one in front of us might be a bit better. I think that's roughly the scale you want for potatoes. I think this time round, comparative to Farming Sim 22, I'm definitely going to do all of the root crops with a harvester that doesn't require you to follow along. So I can just do it autonomous, and then we'll just unload them as we go. I don't think this time round, because there's just so many crops to do, I don't think I want to be doing the following type thing too much. Yes, it may mean we'll have to use a mod for that, but yeah, it is what it is. There's a point where you've got to balance the fun of the game versus realism. Alright, this is the last stripe. We'll have to put some fertilizer on this, I'm guessing. Quickly look at the map while it's doing that last little bit. Yeah, no fertilization at all. And done. I'm going to fold that up to make it easier to drive along. Let's get to the next field. 1200 precisely left in the tank. I think that's okay. We'll get the worker to do the next one. So we have $20,000 in the bank now. It was 18 or 19 when we started. So the greenhouses are selling their crops a little bit. Oh, that planter definitely pushes you around. Oh, okay. So this is the wheat field, and let's open it up. What does the AI reckon? So start with up, down, and then do the outside. Okay, you know what? Go for it. You can... Oh, wrong one. Wrong crop. Cancel. I need to change that to... Oh, what's the button? Let me have control. Oh, actually, I did an unload by accident. I want this to be... Wait. Alright. Now do it. Whew. That was nearly a mistake. We nearly ended up with way too much barley. It wouldn't have been the worst deal in the end. But yeah, we'll let the worker do that. There's probably the thumbnail right there. They look pretty cool. Actually, let me go run over here, get in his way, or her in her way. And yeah, that's cool. All right, let's see where our money is. We'll jump across to actually right here. Oh, we do have a whole lot of wood product. How is our supply? So we've bottom right corner, 29,000. So yeah, we do need to drag a new tree up here at some point. All right, let me get this loaded. We'll get some cash in the bank, and then we'll go spend the money. How much we're gonna get? Another 40 grand. Oh, only 30. Okay. So, whoops. We should strap that before I throw everything off. So yeah, that's 53,000. It would be nice to get a little bit more. 36,000 is the goal, but it would be nice if we could get down 2 productions. So 36 times 2 is 72. So hopefully we can make a bit more, but I don't think this is enough. Over the bridge and over to the grain mill. I wonder when we'll start seeing progress of when it starts getting more and more repaired. We have delivered a fair bit. And there's another 5,000 litres of short planks. What does it want? So, bottom right corner, required materials for next step. Wood beams, so it needs 3,000 more wood beams and planks long. Okay, so we need to start delivering those, and we've given it 30,000 short planks, and it's still willing to accept those. Yeah, so once the playground has maxed out with its short and long beams, we'll start delivering them here, which would be great because it's nice and close. And yeah, we go from there. All right, so 66 grand in the bank. Let's go home and then let's work out how we're going to spend it. Home sweet home. We'll leave this parked up here. No furniture has been spawned. And even no new wood either. Alright, park that. Let's have a look at the production we've got and work out what gaps we want to fill. So we've got the sheep is making fabric, or making wool, I should say, and then that's going across into this little mini thing. And it is full, so we are making more wool than this can take, so that's good. The fabric has nowhere to go. I don't want to sell the fabric, I want to definitely put it in production. We've got our wheat thing here, which is very slow. It's barely 1 pallet per day, so that's the making flour. And then we do have eggs, so eggs and flour mean a bakery could run, so we do have eggs. So yeah, what would it take to... Yeah, I think... Yeah, what would it take to use those eggs on something? Let's have a look at the construction menu. Ooh, the sale. Don't get distracted. Come back to that. Construction thingies. All right, so this one, the fruit preserve factories are good. So we do have the cabbage. And as time goes on, we will start to have like the flowers and stuff that let you do other things. So that's attractive, and we have to do it. There's a little mini bakery. Here we go. This is what we want. So this is going to make bread. How big is this guy? It's not very big. So, you know what? I think it's okay to do that. Let's start a little mini area down this end. This is quite flat, I think, from there all the way down over to here. So I think a row of things along here would be interesting. I think if we dock them on the outside, so where's the spawn, where's the in and out? So that's definitely the unload. Where does things get spawned? Maybe in the middle. Well, let's just YOLO it. Why isn't the land owned by me? Okay, it has to go in a little bit. Because the spawn point's out the front. Okay. So, yeah, done. And let's run over there. Actually, let's grab the forklift because I'm pretty sure they're going to want some eggs. So we'll grab this. And we'll bring over a pallet of eggs that these days would be worth a fortune. Bring those tines in a bit, make it make more sense. And off we go. Yeah, it won't be too far to drive. That will kind of make sense. Probably should get out the paintbrush and turn this dirt road into maybe gravel. Let's see how this goes. Haven't played with this before, so I have no idea whether it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, or like, you know, problematic or not. Okay, the spawn points are at the front, so I assume this is where it goes. Yep. So I think I might use the flatten tool there temporarily. Just use some money up. And let's flatten tool. Oh, this land's not owned by me. Okay, that's going to be a thing. Yeah, okay. It's not being very, very effectual, but it is what it is. So, yeah, we may have to do some effort there. But it's a cute little kitchen. A little domestic kitchen. So we've got 1,000 eggs. And we now have a bakery. So it needs flour or rice flour. Rice flour is interesting. We could do rice sooner than later. And then this guy is going to want milk and all these other things. Yeah, we don't have those. But we could definitely start doing this. So we need to get some flour in here. What's the rate? So we're going to get 120 times 9. So roughly 1,000 litres a day of flour will produce about 500 litres of bread. So we'll get a pallet every 2 days, so 6 pallets a year, so not much. These small things are not really great from a rate and production point of view. I don't know if they're actually a good way to start, but at least we get the diversity. What's the deal with rice? So we need to get some rice. So if we put rice in the ground... so we plant it, okay, in April. So let's turn one of our fields into rice. I'm very tempted to do that. I think that's a type of... Is that a type of construction? I think it is. I think you have to go here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So under... what's it going to be under? I think... There's a thing to turn land into rice. I have not done it, obviously. It's new. It's none of those. No, it's not a silo. It's not one of those. I think there's like a painting tool. It must be under here. Painting. No. Trees. How does that work? How do you turn... Others? How do you turn a field into... I don't know. Factory, selling point, greenhouses. Was it a greenhouse thing? No. Here it is. Rice is grown on rice fields which can be flooded with water. So, yeah. So what I'm thinking is we own risky. That brown one, that one, that one, and that one. I'm thinking this one. Maybe this one. This nice small one could be a rice field. And then... Okay, so you've got to... Okay, you just have to draw it. Okay, so that's how it would work. Okay, so... Start new field. A. Start new field. A. Whenever you... okay, so you have to start your field. Okay, so there. Are you being weird? Yeah, I think I can do like this. Remove. No, I didn't want that. Start new field. So the problem with it, when you're running an Xbox controller at the same time, it just acts weird. It just acts weird. Ah, the mouse is killing me. All right. Start new field. Why are you... Remove... It's so weird. The controls are not... Height difference is too large. Ah, that's why. Yeah. I'm not happy with that at all. So do we have a field that's been destroyed? I think we do. Okay, so we can't be on a slope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come along here with a plow and undo all that and then turn back into normal field. Well, that's kind of annoying. And also, Giants, that UI is terrible. It just is terrible. All right, so how's this guy going? Yep. Oh, he's doing around the outside. He's doing the last little bit. Let's grab this guy. It's got narrow tires. And we will run over there and get some fertilization done. And we're going to call it the end of the episode. Yeah, that rice thing kind of bummed me out. So between now and the next episode, I'll go and get a plow and fix it. And then we'll have to stone pick it and get it all the way back to where it was in the first place. Unfortunately, I don't have a save game, so that kind of sucks. But we can at least get the fertilization done. This guy is lovely and wide. We'll get the barley field done first, since this is still slightly busy. And as I said, we'll call it the end of the episode. Don't forget to press subscribe to see more of the Everything Challenge, and also the Construction Simulator content on the channel. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.